So we're here with Dr. Barney Wainwright at the Boardman Performance Centre, and we're looking at saddle height and why it's important and how you can get the right saddle position. So Barney, why is it important to have your saddle in the right position?
So saddle height's really important. What we're trying to do is achieve a position where the three joints involved in pedalling, so the ankle, the knee and the hip, are all moving through a comfortable range of movement. And that's optimal for the person. And if we get that right, what we'll do is get each rider, no matter what kind of bike they're on, in a position where they're going to produce optimal amounts of power. So it means they'll go faster, or for going longer distances will be easier. And we'll also make sure the joints are going through a range of motion that doesn't cause any problems, discomforts or injuries, which is really important. So
Barney, now that we know why it's important to have the right saddle height, what's the best method that people can use to get themselves started with a good saddle height?
So Phil, what we'd recommend is first of all start off with your bike being supported. Make sure you're in your cycling kit, so in your cycling shoes and cycling shorts. Sit on the saddle with the heel of your foot on the pedal when the pedal's at the bottom of the pedal stroke, so furthest away from you. And what we want you to do is put the saddle in a position so that when your heel's on the pedal, your knee and your leg is neither overstretched nor bent, so it's straight-legged. If the saddle's too low, then you'll find that you can't straighten your leg. If the saddle's too high, you've got to overstretch and overreach to get to that point. So if you have the saddle at the right height, so when your leg is straight, when you've got the heel of the foot on the pedal, when you then move to put your ball of your foot on the pedal, you have a slight bend at the knee, and it'll mean when you're doing the whole pedal motion that your saddle's at the right height and you've got a good range of movement for the pedal stroke. If your saddle is too low, the problem with this is you'll be taking your joints through a range of motion, particularly around the knee, which could cause some problems. So not only are you going to put that joint under a lot of stress, which means in the long term you could cause some damage and injury, but also it means that it's not in a very optimal position for producing force, so getting up hills easier, going faster, that kind of thing. Now sometimes it's a bit of a temptation to put the saddle in a position where you can touch the floor, because it gives you a bit more confidence. If you're in traffic or come up to junctions. The problem with that, it means that if you can touch the floor while you're sitting on the saddle, your saddle's actually probably too low to be kind of biomechanically optimal for you. So we need to have a think about how we can get the saddle to a better height. If your saddle's too high, what it means is that all of those joints involved in pedaling become quite extended. You'll end up stretching at the ankle, stretching at the knee, and sometimes really having to kind of roll over on your pelvis, on your hips to reach the pedal. So that all means that you can lose your ability to generate force, and also you become a bit more uncomfortable on the saddle because you're getting a lot more movement on the saddle itself.
So now you've got the correct saddle height, there are some other adjustments you can make to the saddle as well as to other areas of the bike to improve your fit. Have a look at the other videos in our sizing series to find out more.